This product is from Chase Tactical, same manufacturer as that plate carrier. This is a modular tactical vest.
At Rescue Operations International, we're a distributor for several different manufacturers. I have a background as a paramedic, so it's something that I know and understand very well. We provide that person-to-person contact for the manufacturer to the end user. Having worked in this environment, having been a pre-deployment instructor for DoD entities, having worked in the fire rescue industry, and having worked on the tactical side of the house as well, we have a good understanding for needs, we have a good understanding for recommendations. We offer advice for the manufacturer to answer the needs of the customer. We first spoke to SBDC back in 2016, and it was an effort to try to become more familiar with pursuing contracts and how to establish ourselves as a recognizable small business entity. Probably like any small business, we really were trying to get a grasp of what requirements there were. They were an additional resource for information as far as what requirements and what needs we would have to have in place, and then also connecting the dots between different organizations that work with businesses like ours. We had some contractual successes as a result of the guidance that they had offered us. And they gave us an idea on where we could go to look for some of the different solicitations that we were trying to find. And those experiences has kept us coming back to them periodically and has kept that relationship between us and SBDC as well. I was a firefighter, paramedic, also trained in special operations on the technical rescue team. I also worked as a tactical medic and experienced all different types of incidents and call-outs of types and acuities, including responding to the World Trade Center. I arrived there on September 12th and worked at the training center for a period of time. All of these things have played a factor in gaining knowledge and expertise and helping us to better look at what products we wanted to carry. One of the things that we did when we pursued this is we said we're only going to try to represent product and manufacturers that I myself would have worn in the different functions of work that I was doing. Especially for law enforcement nowadays, the challenge is they are being asked to do more and more different functions within their daily duties. From the user standpoint, I look at things that I see would be effective working in that environment. Not that I know it all, because I certainly don't, and I learn every day, and I listen to our customers and listen to their needs and their wants, but I do look at things from an end user perspective as to what might be beneficial. It gives us the ability to really pick and choose who we want to work with. There's satisfaction in providing teams out there with equipment that we know may be beneficial to them, that we know, I mentioned RevMedics, that we know has the capability to reduce loss of life and make their job easier. In what is a very, very trying time as a first responder, we have the ability to be involved and be that conduit to make their lives easier and make a living at doing it. As a non-startup entity, at some point you start looking at capital. If you have endless capital, that's great, but if you don't have endless capital, then you got to start looking at, is now the time that we start pursuing additional capital for growth? And SBDC has been great at lining us up in those directions to try to find additional lenders. Their network of people here actually reaches out to lenders that they currently do business with. And then they connect us to those lenders, and they act basically as a middle person in the introduction as to what our needs are and what we're looking for, and then what the lenders can provide for us and if it would be a good match. They already have people they do business with. Those lenders are already vetted. They vet us for those lenders to see if we would be a good fit. So it decreases the time process, and it also makes the success rate increase, which is beneficial to us. They have a great knowledge, so the resources are there. The fact that it's free is always beneficial for us. We're a small business, so we always have to watch what our expenses are. The resources are there.
It doesn't cost you anything to work with them. Whether you're starting a business or you're already a business, to have advisors on hand to offer some guidance. If you do this through a private entity, it can turn out to be pretty costly. Doing it through the SBDC, there's no cost involved. You have people that have subject matter expertise. They're here, and in most cases, they're in your backyard. I would encourage you to utilize them.